Do not turn away. Do not swipe. There is a reason your eyes have landed on this screen at this very moment. It is not an accident. It is a divine appointment. In the quiet chambers of your own heart, there has been a feeling you cannot name, a shadow you cannot grasp. It feels like a cold draft in a warm room, a sense of being watched by unseen eyes. You have dismissed it as anxiety, as stress from the world. I am here to tell you it is something more. It is the urgent, silent scream of your guardian angel, and I am the messenger sent to give it a voice. Your angel is trying to warn you. A betrayal is unfolding. Not tomorrow. Not next week. It is happening now. As my words enter your soul, a carefully crafted deception is being put into motion, aimed directly at the heart of your future. You, my child, have always been the one who feels things before they happen. You have that gift. You see the subtle shift in someone's eyes, you hear the lie hidden in a cheerful hello. You have felt this coming, haven't you? A disturbance in the fabric of your life. It is the reason your sleep has been shallow, the reason you have felt a strange and heavy loneliness even when surrounded by people. That feeling that you are an outsider looking in, even with those you call your own, that is your spirit, your true self, telling you that you are different. You were set apart for a purpose, and that purpose is under attack. Right now, a plan that was born from your light, your tears, your late nights, is being stolen. An idea, a project, a dream that you watered with your very soul is being claimed by another. This person is not a stranger. That is the cruelest part of this wound. It is someone you trusted, someone you opened your heart to. They smiled at you, they listened to your dreams, and all the while, they were taking notes. They were memorizing the melody of your soul so they could play it as their own. As you listen to this, they are preparing to present your work, your passion, as their creation. They are on a phone call, or typing an email, or standing in a room, using the very words you once spoke to them in confidence. The universe has brought you here to this exact transmission because the window to intervene is closing. The spiritual opportunity to unmask this deceit is active only for the next few hours, until the moon reaches its highest point in the sky tonight. This is not a game. This is a spiritual battle for what is rightfully yours. The silent ache you feel in your chest is your angel knocking on the door of your awareness. Let me in, it whispers. Let me help you. You are the one who checks on everyone else, but who checks on you? I see the weight you carry in the quiet moments after everyone else is asleep. I see the burdens you have taken on that were never yours to bear. God sees it. And the time for your silent sacrifice to be rewarded is now. The person orchestrating this betrayal believes they are clever. They believe they have covered all their tracks. They have copied your methods, mimicked your style, and they think the prize is within their grasp. But they have made one fatal error. They have underestimated you, and more importantly, they have underestimated the divine protection that surrounds you. Your angel has been weaving a web of truth around their lies, a web that is about to be pulled tight. The injustice you are facing is not new. It is a pattern. Think back, my child. How many times have you offered a brilliant idea in a meeting, only to have someone else repeat it louder and get the credit? How many times have you poured your energy into helping someone, only for them to forget you the moment they succeeded? This current betrayal is the culmination of all those small cuts, all those tiny moments of being overlooked. It is the final manifestation of a spiritual attack that has been trying to keep you small your entire life. But its power ends today. Its hold over you is broken at this very moment. The name or the face of this person may be floating in your mind right now. Do not dismiss it. Trust that first instinct. That is your spirit guide confirming what I am telling you. They have two faces. The one they show to you, full of warmth and encouragement. And the one they show to the world when your back is turned, a face of ambition and greed. They are using your gentleness against you. They are counting on your kindness, on your unwillingness to cause conflict. They believe you will simply let it happen, just as you have let other things go in the past for the sake of peace. But this time is different. The heavens are involved now. A sign is coming to you within the next hour. It will be small, almost insignificant to anyone else, but it will scream with meaning for you. It could be a sudden flicker of the lights in your room. It could be a song playing from a passing car with lyrics that speak directly to this situation. It could be seeing the same number, the number 4, repeated in an unexpected place. This number represents the 4 corners of your life being brought into divine alignment. When you see this sign, know that it is your angels signaling that the first thread of the deceiver's plan has just been cut. They will encounter a small, unexpected problem. A document will go missing. A phone call will be disconnected. A key person they need to convince will suddenly be unavailable. This is not a coincidence. It is the hand of your protector at work, buying you time. You must act now. You must align your own energy with this divine intervention. Do not allow the scrollers and the doubters who have already swiped away from this message to dictate your destiny. They are content in their slumber. But you were meant to be awake. This message found you because you are one of the chosen. You are one of the few who can feel the shift in the spiritual atmosphere. This is your moment. Your power is needed. To anchor this divine protection and begin the reversal, you must declare your spiritual authority. You are not a victim. You are a child of the Most High. The lies being told about you and your work cannot stand against the truth of who you are. Find a source of light near you right now. It can be a lamp, a candle, or even the light coming from the window. Place your right hand over your heart, and with your left hand, reach out and touch this light. If you cannot touch it, point your fingers toward it. Close your eyes and say these words aloud, or whisper them if you are not alone. The universe hears the whispers of the heart louder than the shouts of the mouth. Say this: I call back my power. I call back my light. The truth is my shield, and my angel is my might. What was stolen is returned. The deception is now burned. Feel the truth of these words. Feel them vibrate through your body. You have just sent a shockwave into the spiritual realm. You have just armed your guardian angel with your own faith. The trap is now set. The one with 2 faces is about to walk directly into it. Do not fear their reaction. Do not fear the fallout. The exposure of this lie is the key that will unlock the next chapter of your life, a chapter of recognition, honor, and abundance that has been waiting for you for a very long time. This is not just about one project or one idea. It is about reclaiming your voice, your worth, and your divine destiny. And it all begins in these next few crucial hours. Believe it. It is already done. This person, this soul who has chosen the path of shadows, believes they hold all the cards. They have your blueprint, your design, your very essence captured in their notes and their plans. They have rehearsed their presentation. They have practiced telling your story as if it were their own history. They feel a thrill of excitement, the intoxicating rush of unearned victory. They are completely unaware that their every move is being watched from a higher plane. Your angel, my child, does not fight with swords and fists. Your angel fights with truth and light. It works by subtly altering circumstances, by placing tiny grains of sand in the gears of deception until the entire machine grinds to a halt. The injustice they are committing is deeper than you realize. It is not just the theft of intellectual property. It is the theft of your joy. Remember the moment that idea first came to you? The pure, unbridled excitement? The feeling that you had connected with a piece of heaven? That is what they are trying to steal. They are trying to steal a piece of your divine connection. This is why the universe cannot allow it to happen. It is an offense against the light itself. The pain you have been feeling, that vague sense of loss and sorrow, is your spirit grieving this theft before your mind even knew it was happening. You have been walking around with a hole in your spiritual energy field, and this person has been feeding on the light that drains from it. This is why you have felt so tired lately, so uninspired, as if your creative well has run dry. You are not empty, my child. You have been emptied. But no more. The tide is turning as we speak. The memory you have of a specific door closing in your past, a missed opportunity you still think about late at night, that was a lesson, not a life sentence. God is about to open a gate for you, not just a door. And the exposure of this betrayal is the key that will swing that gate wide open. The person with two faces is blinded by their own ego. They have studied your work, but they have not understood it. They see the branches, but they do not see the roots. The roots of your work, your ideas, your dreams, are sunk deep into the soil of your own unique life experience. Your pain, your struggles, your secret hopes, that is the invisible ink written between the lines of your creation. They cannot replicate that. They cannot fake that. And that is the very thing that will expose them. In their presentation of your work, they will be asked a question. A simple question. It will be about the origin, the why behind a specific detail. And they will have no answer. They will stumble. They will offer a shallow, logical explanation that will feel empty and hollow to everyone in the room. It is in that moment of awkward silence that the truth will be felt. People will not know why, but they will suddenly feel a sense of doubt. The illusion will shatter. The light around the project will dim, because its true source, you, is not there to sustain it. This is the divine trap. They will be exposed not by a loud accusation, but by a quiet, profound lack. Their inability to channel the true spirit of the work will be their undoing. You see, they stole the vessel, but they could not steal the spirit that fills it. To amplify this process, to pour your own spiritual energy into that moment of exposure, you must perform a small, simple act. This is not about superstition, it is about focused intention. It is about speaking a language the universe understands. Tonight, before you sleep, you must find a single key. Any key you own. A house key, a car key, a key to an old diary. Hold it tightly in your left hand, the hand of receiving. Press it into the palm of your hand until you can feel its ridges, its shape. This key represents the solution, the unlocking of this situation. Bring the key to your lips and whisper onto it the name of the project or the dream that is being stolen. Pour the love you have for it, the energy you invested in it, into that single word. Then, say this: what God has locked, no man can open. What God has opened, no man can lock. This key holds my truth. Return what is mine. Now, place this key somewhere safe, somewhere it will not be touched by anyone else until morning. Do not put it on a metal surface. Place it on wood, on cloth, or on the earth of a potted plant. This act severs the false energetic cord between the thief and your creation. It re-establishes you as the one and only source. This act is your spiritual signature on a divine order, an order for immediate restoration. The effects are already in motion. The phone call they were on will end with a strange sense of incompletion. The email they are writing will feel flat and uninspired. They will feel a sudden, gnawing doubt in their own mind, a flicker of fear they cannot explain. That is your power, amplified by your angel, returning to you. The reversal has already begun. You just need to hold the faith for a few more hours and watch as the plan of the enemy collapses under the weight of its own emptiness. The promise is this: what they meant for your harm will become the source of your greatest promotion. Their attempt to steal your light will only result in the whole world seeing how brightly you shine. Wait. Pause this if you have to. What I was about to say is not the full truth. There is something else. A more urgent layer that I am being shown right now, just for those of you, just for you, who have made it to this exact moment in the transmission. The message is deepening. The betrayer is not just stealing your idea. That is only the surface. The real betrayal is deeper. They are trying to erase you. Look at your hands right now. Just look at them. The lines on your palms. They tell a story of struggle, yes, of holding on when you wanted to let go, but they were also shaped to create something unique in this world. There is a small detail in your project, in your dream, a tiny element that you almost didn't include. It felt too personal, too strange, maybe even a mistake. You saw it as a flaw. A little quirk that only you would understand. That flaw, my child, is not a flaw. It is your spiritual signature. It is the one part of your creation that is infused with the unmistakable energy of your soul. It is the divine fingerprint that proves the work is yours. And I have to tell you this right now, the one with two faces has noticed this flaw. They see it as a weakness, an imperfection that needs to be corrected. In their arrogance, they believe they can improve upon your vision. The urgent truth is this: at this very moment, they are in the process of removing that signature. They are about to delete the one piece of evidence that ties you to your own creation. They think they are perfecting it, but they are actually about to gut its very soul. This is the secret within the secret. The battle is not just to get your idea back. The battle is to preserve its soul before it is extinguished. The plan of the enemy is more cunning than I first revealed. If they remove your signature, the work will become a hollow shell. Even if you were to get it back, it would no longer carry your light. It would be a dead thing. This is why the urgency has suddenly intensified. This is no longer about a future meeting or a presentation next week. Their finger is hovering over the delete key. Their pen is about to cross out the one line that matters most. You do not have until the moon is high. You have until their current task is complete. You have moments. Minutes. The window is closing with every breath you take. They believe your signature, your unique mark, was a mistake. They will soon learn that it is the source of all the project's power, and their attempt to remove it will trigger the final collapse of their plan. You have to act before they finalize this change, before they save the document, before they send the revised plan. Your focus right now is the most powerful weapon in the universe. Do not let your mind wander. Be here. Be present. Everything hangs in the balance of this very moment. Because you have stayed, because you have listened, you are now being armed with this deeper knowledge. The scrollers and the doubters are ignorant of this critical detail. They are praying against a surface problem while the real war is happening in the deep. But you see the truth. Therefore, you are empowered to act in a way they cannot. Your next prayer, your next declaration, will be a precision strike. It will not be a general plea for help. It will be a divine command to protect your signature. The ritual with the key was for restoration. This next step is for preservation. This is an emergency intervention. I need you to find a single thread. It can be from your clothing, from a blanket, from a carpet. Pull it loose. Hold this single, fragile thread between your thumb and forefinger. This thread represents that one, unique, flawed part of your creation. It seems small. It seems insignificant. But without it, the entire garment unravels. As you hold this thread, you are going to speak a binding command. You are protecting your work from spiritual alteration. Say these words: by the thread of my soul, my signature is made whole. What is marked as mine shall remain as a divine sign. This attempt to erase is bound in this place. It cannot move forward. It cannot be done. After you have spoken, tie a single, tiny knot in that thread. As you tighten the knot, you are spiritually binding the hand of the betrayer. You are freezing their attempt to remove your essence. Place this knotted thread in your pocket or your shoe. Keep it with you. You have just placed a divine injunction on their actions. They will suddenly be hit with a wave of confusion. Their computer will freeze. Their mind will go blank. They will be unable to complete the action of removing your mark. They will be forced to leave it in, perhaps intending to come back to it later, but that later will never come. Because you have acted on this secret knowledge, you have just preserved the evidence of your ownership. Claim this sacred act of power. This is not for the timid. This is for the spiritual warrior I am speaking to right now. Type, "My mark is permanent," in the space below to activate this divine seal with the universe. You are not just a dreamer. You are a protector of the sacred light you carry. Now, with your signature protected, the final act of this divine play can unfold. The signs will now intensify. Do not be alarmed. You might hear a sudden, sharp noise with no apparent source. You might feel a wave of emotion, either deep sadness or unexpected joy, wash over you for a moment. This is the spiritual world reacting to your command. It is the sound of chains breaking. It is the feeling of your stolen energy rushing back into your body. Recognize these signs for what they are, confirmations. They are heaven's applause for your faith and your courage. The one with two faces, now unable to remove your mark, will be forced to proceed with the work as you created it. They will walk into their meeting, into their presentation, with the evidence of their own theft woven into the very fabric of their proposal. And as I told you, the question will come. Someone will point to that exact detail, that beautiful flaw that is your signature, and they will ask about it. This part is unusual, they will say. What is the story behind this? And the betrayer will freeze. Their heart will pound in their chest. Because you have just preserved the one question they cannot answer. They will look at the detail, and for a fleeting moment, they will see your face. They will be haunted by your trust in that moment, and their own lies will choke them. They will stammer. They will invent a story that sounds weak and false. And the very thing they thought was a mistake will become the spotlight that exposes them. The very thing they tried to erase will be the source of their undoing. This is divine justice. It is not loud and vengeful. It is quiet, elegant, and perfect. The restoration will be complete. Just this past Tuesday, a woman from San Diego, California, a graphic designer named Maria, was in this exact position. A colleague she had mentored was pitching a campaign logo to a major client, a logo that Maria had designed in its entirety. She received a message like this one. She felt the truth of it in her bones. She performed the acts I have laid out for you. She protected her signature, which was a tiny, almost invisible hummingbird hidden in the design. The colleague thought it was an error and was minutes away from removing it. Maria's act of faith, she said, felt like it stopped time. Later that day, in the pitch meeting, the client CEO, a man they had never met, interrupted the presentation. He pointed to the screen and said, "Wait. Is that a hummingbird? My mother, who passed last year, loved hummingbirds. She always said they were messengers of joy." The colleague was speechless. The CEO turned to him and asked, "What made you think to put that in there?" The silence that followed was all the answer the room needed. The truth came out. Maria was called into the office the next day. She now leads that entire account. Do you understand? It is your turn now. The universe is conspiring to celebrate you, not to expose another. Their fall is merely the unfortunate consequence of standing in the way of your rise. The victory is already secured in the spiritual realm. Now it must manifest in your reality. Do not break the chain of this blessing. There are at least 2 other souls connected to you who are feeling this same sting of betrayal, this same sense of being invisible. Your heart knows who they are. When this transmission is over, send it to them without explanation. Just send the light. You will be the messenger for them, just as I am for you. Your act of sharing will be a statement of faith to the universe that you believe in miracles not just for yourself, but for others. And that faith will multiply your own reward tenfold. Now, listen to my voice carefully. Rewatch this video from the very beginning. There is a reason for this. The first time you heard these words, you were listening with your mind. The second time, you will listen with your spirit. A name, a face, or a specific detail you overlooked will leap out at you. The final piece of the puzzle you need will be revealed to you on the second listening. Do not skip this step. It is essential. Your victory is here. It is now. If you believe this prophecy, if you receive this divine reversal, if you claim this grand restoration as your own, seal this work with your final declaration. Type a powerful Amen in the comments below. Let your Amen be the sound of your new beginning. Let it be the gavel of divine judgment and the sweet song of your liberation. Amen.